Lex Fridman molested me the other day.
I don't know if he's grifting and his audience believes it, or if his audience knows he's grifting and they're just here, or it's all like stupid, horribly dumb clickbait. Bro, these who makes these stupid fucking videos?
I just talked to Todd Howard, who's of the Elder Scrolls fame and the Fallout fame and beyond. What's your thoughts on Elder Scrolls? Why is Skyrim the greatest RPG of all time?
Man, I really don't like Skyrim.
I don't think that represents what you really mean. So I just have to sort of call this out.
Okay.
I think it, and I straight up think it's wrong.
Because you don't know anything about me because I grew up playing a lot of video games.
I don't think so.
Okay. What is the feeling that you get that makes you feel bad about it?
It signals to me that you don't give a damn about Skyrim.
Every time you use this word, it kind of feels like you're attacking me.
Why do you hate Skyrim? How did you come to those ideas?
I didn't like the open world ones as much because your main character is just like a blank slate, never...
Stop. What did you just say?
Yeah, I don't have to play any dumb games or whatever.
Why'd you get banned from Twitter, Destiny? I heard there's a story behind that.
Okay. That's kind of weird. That's whatever.
Is that the reason you were banned from Twitch?
I think that's the tweet that got me banned.
And I'm gonna have to message Elon, get you to permanent ban. To me, it sounded like that there was some hate speech. Is there things you regret about those conversations?
No, never.
Sorry you feel that way. Yeah, thank you so much.
The following...
Because I think he just, it's like the lowest effort clickbait on every video. He doesn't have anything insightful to say about anything at all. He's just like the worst type of like uncreative internet dipshit troll. Like every single thing is like, what is the most ridiculously stupid trollish message I can put, and then the dumbest video I can make on it.
Are my thoughts on Lex Fridman. He is a podcast host, sociopathic narcissist, a creep and grifter, the height of pompousness and pretentiousness, and sometimes he likes to pretend to work at Google. I am an ex-Google engineer, the tech lead. And now, dear friends, here are my thoughts on Lex Fridman. Now, this isn't funny. Okay, this is serious. Lex Fridman molested me the other day. Yeah, that's right. So I did not want to make a video about this, but the truth had to come out. There I was minding my own business, surfing YouTube, when I found a video thumbnail with my face on there in which Lex Fridman said that I'm a grifter. And not only is this a complete violation of my copyrights using my face without my permission here in order for him to profit in a commercial manner, but it is defamation. Right? He is bad-mouthing my name with what proof, what conviction is there that I'm a grifter, and this is destroying my reputation, my credibility online. You know, there's something to be said about someone who dresses up in a tuxedo suit in every single conversation podcast that he's trying to have, elevating his status as if he's better than the rest of us. Talking in this slow, smooth, deep voice as if he's the voice of God. Sit back down. Know your place in society. You're no better than the rest of us. What a narcissistic sociopath. And that's saying something coming from one such as myself, the ex-Google millionaire. You know, Lex Fridman, and I like some of his podcasts, okay, chose violence that day when he woke up and decided to criticize me. Take a look at this tweet he said, "If you look for a reason to hate a person, eventually you'll find it." I guess he found it, right? He decided to hate me and he chose that path of violence. And then he says, well, if you look for a reason to celebrate a person, eventually you'll
find... This is irony, right? His whole channel is like this. It's all... I can't tell if his fans know he's like a grifter or... I have no idea.
And it too. Well, yeah, why don't you celebrate me? What a hypocrite. The height of hypocrisy here. The former leads to resentment and destructive cynicism. Well, yeah, that's what this has led to. The latter leads to happiness and growth for you. Yeah, why don't you celebrate me? Why don't you praise me? And instead, he goes off celebrating the critics. CoffeeZilla, who's built his entire career off of destroying and hating upon other people. And he even said in the interview he was worried he would run out of people to hate and then he would be out of a job.
The funny thing is I was more worried about this as like an issue. I put myself out of business.
And that the whole reason he started this whole YouTube thing was because he wanted to make money fast. That's CoffeeZilla.
You're doing this engineering stuff. That's great. You're going to make like $70K a year. Don't you want to get like rich now? So I'd go show up to a hotel.
Okay, and Lex Fridman goes around praising this
clips,
guy.
Dude. Oh my God.
CoffeeZilla has never celebrated another human being in his life. And Lex Fridman says, well, CoffeeZilla is one of the world's best journalists. Weak men, okay, like Lex Fridman, hiding behind this shield, trash-talking people behind their backs without giving them a chance to respond. These weak men praise the critics who in their cold and timid souls shall never know victory nor defeat. You know the man in the arena. Now's a good time to visit that one. It is not the critic who counts. Not the man who points out how the strong man stumbles, because criticism is easy, especially when you offer no other alternatives. All you can say is, well, that's bad. I don't like this. That one has these problems. I don't like that one either. Oh, it's all bad. It's all bad. Well, what's the alternative that you're offering here? Achievement is hard. If you've ever tried to build something, you'll understand. There's going to be criticism everywhere. What can you take from these things? The credit belongs to the man who's actually in the arena, who's striving valiantly, who errs and comes up short and short again, and if he fails, at least does so while daring greatly. And I would rather celebrate the builders. You see, the real problem with Lex Fridman is that he is fundamentally of weak character. If I may take the liberty of psychoanalyzing him for a moment here, but he's a narcissist, legit. Okay, and you can tell by his focus on external appearances. He is externally motivated. He's dressed in a suit all the time. He's really focused on the way he appears in his videos. He always wants to portray himself as the big macho man. He's trying to be better than everybody else by his smooth, slow talking, deep voice, his virtue signaling. He's ranting about heart, soul. Heart and soul don't exist, okay, as an atheist. He's ranting about the human condition as if he's trying to elevate himself into some deep philosopher, and he's not. He's a stupid kid. A normal person who thinks he's somehow elevated and transcended humanity, he's a sycophant, okay? He's trying to please everybody, trying to save his own career, his image as a podcast host, because he's on the grift just like everybody else on YouTube, okay? Everybody here is grifting, and he's trying to gatekeep what it means to grift, right? It's like, oh, you're grifting. Oh, I'm in a suit, so I'm not grifting, but you're a grifter. So you don't get to gatekeep grifting, because this is exactly what you're doing here. If you weren't doing YouTube, you would be unemployed and homeless without a job. Okay, because you have been unemployed for the past like 14 years ever since you graduated school. And I don't think you have held a single job up through then. Maybe you did a short 6 month stint at Google, which you keep talking about, kind of like how I keep talking about my Google experience, which is fine. Hey, ex-Google engineers, that's nice. But 6 months, come on, I was there for at least like 3 years or 4 years actually. And back to sycophantry. Sorry for that rant, by the way. You don't get to play both sides of an argument. Pick a side. This is what strong people do. When you choose to say, hey, you're going to side with CoffeeZilla, then you're going to turn people like me off. You're going to turn off everybody who he has decided to criticize. Next up, you want to interview Sam Bankman-Fried after having praised CoffeeZilla, celebrating the critics, the haters, as one of the world's greatest journalists and the, savior of mankind, and now you want to be friends with SBF? Pick a side. This is what strong people do. You know, I saw that Kanye West interview in which Lex Fridman was so disturbed that Kanye West wouldn't be his friend. He wants to be friends with this person. He just really wants to be this friend. He wants everybody to like him, and yet...
Trying to call you out in your bullshit, because I hope I'm somebody you can trust.
I
That's
don't
it.
fucking trust you.
But it hurt when you say you don't trust me. You kind of lost me. I don't think anyone's ever said that to me. Maybe I'm just being a mess about it, I guess. That's fucked up, though.
He threw Kanye West under the bus by publishing this interview, which he made it look like Kanye West was bad. Because let's face it, if he truly had love in his heart for Kanye West and wasn't the hypocrite that he acts like he is, if he treated him like a family member, like a little brother, do you think he would go around publishing these interviews just so that he could get his clickbait views and throw Kanye West into the wolves and just say, well, you said it, whatever, I'm just gonna let people decide? And you know, I actually tried to understand what Kanye West was trying to say. I empathize with him because he's not the most politically correct person. He didn't work in an office environment. He's more of a street smarts type of person. Whereas Lex Fridman just cussed him out, just swore at him throughout the whole entire interview.
No.
You won't admit.
Your dad was right. Your dad was right. The words you used. The
And
point
I
you were...
said it. You're not going to make me say it 800 more times.
I don't know if it resonated.
Trashing him the whole time and then released the whole interview as if, I mean, this is going to make Kanye West look terrible, right? Because Lex Fridman is just trashing him the whole time. And obviously Lex Fridman is the hero of his own show. It's going to antagonize a lot of people against this character. And if you truly love this person like your family member, you would have kept the conversation civil. You would have clarified any misinterpretations. And if the interview made this person look bad at all, you would have given them the final cut or just pulled the interview altogether because you care for this person instead of chasing the algorithm for views.
Wow.
And it's all just so hypocritical. He says he doesn't care about money. He thinks it doesn't do much. I agree with that. And then he talks with CoffeeZilla and says, oh yeah, SPF took these people's money. He destroyed these people's lives. Well, no, because money's not all that important. You see the contradiction here. Hey, I thought you're a programmer. Shouldn't you have some logic?
You got him.
Take a look at how Lex Fridman likes to present himself. He's got these thumbnails where he's just this macho man. And so he's always just trying to make himself look good. Classic narcissistic behavior. Always likes to be the center of attention. You know, let's take a look at his actual accomplishments here. His LinkedIn. Nothing. Absolutely nothing here. We can see he graduated university, Drexel University, unknown place, 2014, did his master's PhD there in computer science. Now goes around pretending that he graduated from MIT when he's just a research scientist there. He worked at Google as a researcher for just like 6 months or something. Like, that's barely anything. It's nothing. And that's it. How much work experience do you have here after that? And so he graduated in 2010, 12 years ago. No job. Since then, unemployed. He went back to get a PhD, finished that in 2014. 8 years ago, still nothing.
Wow.
Since then, except podcasting. And yet he says, hey, I'm a grifter. Hey, you can't grift. You're grifting. Oh, he's a PhD MIT researcher. Okay, he's credible. He's wearing a suit all the time, talking about heart, soul. He goes around acting like he's better than you, looking down on you, talking down on you.
Yeah.
He's no better. You're probably better than him because you got a job within the first, 12 years of graduating college. He likes to pretend he worked at Google. He probably couldn't get in there anymore. And in fact, if you show up at the Google interview in a suit like this, talking in a slow, deep voice, you will run out of time for the interviews, and I would probably have just rejected you on the spot for wearing a suit. Come in. If you're in a suit, you don't get hired. Okay, this is commonly known in Silicon Valley. Drexel University. This is where he actually went to school in Philadelphia, not MIT. Okay, this is where he spent most of his time. Rank 105 in national universities, not even the top 100. You take a look at me though, okay? UC Berkeley, rank 2 in computer science universities, tied with Stanford University, Carnegie Mellon. Now MIT here, Lex Fridman didn't go there, okay? Now he did not attend this school. He's just a researcher over there, and he likes to call himself a Google Scholar. Now, that's not actually a real term. It just means that your papers show up in Google Scholar, which is a project from Google. It does not mean you're a Google Scholar, okay? But he likes to call himself this all the time. And take a look at his most recent research paper contribution here on face masks, in which he recommends that public officials and governments strongly encourage the use of...
Is this just like a 20-minute hit piece on Lex? Jesus Christ, dude. Anyway, this guy's channel is so fucking, like, every single video is like the most shamelessly clickbaited, stupid, but I can't tell, I don't know if he's grifting and his audience believes it, or if his audience knows he's grifting and they're just here, or it's all like stupid, horribly dumb clickbait. We need to talk. I'm poor. Crypto flash loan, 100x profit. Making 100x crypto or gains on crypto. Going all in, investing $1 million. Fired from Facebook. His audience is not in on the joke. Well, I don't know if he's joking or if he does this intentionally just to, I don't know. Child support ruined my life as a millionaire. What being a millionaire is like. Bitcoin is the reserve currency. Urgent, buy Bitcoin now. Urgent, sell crypto now. Like every video, it's just like this guy's channel is just insane. I think he blew up on Reddit with one video a while ago that got big on fuck, I feel like it was a few months ago. Wasn't there some stupid... why you should not learn to code as an ex-Google programmer. Fuck, maybe not. Maybe I'm crazy. Oh, I think it was about the Russia-Ukraine stuff, like why he's supporting Russia or why he doesn't support Ukraine or some stupid shit. I think that got kind of biggish, but yeah, it's all like dumb. It's all dumb shit.